and welcome to another little weekly hang out with me, reading, bookish, whatever vlog. Let's hang out. Oh my gosh, I got this package from Lego and it's Lego flowers. I'm part of like a Lego family. My family loves Lego. I've been eyeing up these for so long because I just feel like they look so pretty on my bookshelf. And this is the one that I've decided that I'm gonna put up here and I'm gonna build it. So I don't know, probably in this vlog we'll do some Lego building. I think I'm gonna give my mom this one for Valentine's Day because she is obsessed with Lego and it's something we always buy her. I like the roses too. And then there's the orchid and some other little bits. Like, my kids are gonna love this. Like, oh my gosh, what a fun package and what a beautiful box. Like, that is so cool. So I have been reading Spiral. I picked this up. It is a fake dating hockey romance. She's a ballerina. It's straight, so a lot of these things probably have you going, Sam, why would you read that? I did ballet growing up like crazy. I loved dancing. I danced multiple days a week. I have forced my children into dance classes. I love dance and I was really excited for this, but there's just not enough dance in it. There's not even that much hockey. There's just not enough plot in this. So it's really boring to me. I've been reading it for like 2 weeks at least, maybe 3, which if it takes me more than a few days to read a book, that is a bad sign because it means I'm not engrossed in it. It's not hooking me. It's not making me want to read it. And for me, that's kind of the worst thing a book can do. My mental health is so bad. I thought maybe vlogging would make me feel better. I really don't know what's going on. It must be just like my hormones, maybe where I'm at in my menstrual cycle. I don't know, because there's nothing wrong. There's nothing making me sad. I'm just feeling extremely overstimulated and easily frustrated and just low. I thought maybe we'd chat for a second. My office is crazy again. So the artwork is up. Looks beautiful. I do have a few other little bits of art and decor things that were my family's and are really special to me that I want to put up that I think will be like perfect additions to the space. Like these. So I'm pretty sure that they were actually metal lids to containers a long time ago. These belonged to my great-grandmother. They are probably so covered in nicotine because she smoked in the house and they just fit the vibe of this room so well. I'm not sure where in here they're gonna go, but I just know that they're gonna be perfect. You can also see, ignore how messy my desk is, it's always messy. I'm currently editing a YouTube video. I hung this picture. This is thread and fabric. My grandmother hand embroidered this. It is a cross stitch of a photo of when my wife and I got engaged, and then I got this like gallery light over the top. I think that I need to straighten it and maybe lower it even a little bit more. It's beautiful. I got it on Amazon. I'll link it down below. I'm so happy with it. And then I also found, I don't know where I'm gonna put this, basket. So it has the 2 mama birds and you can see that this one's really old. This one my mom added. And then the greenery and stuff is from my wedding flowers and the 2 eggs represent our twins. And then this little fabric scrap is also from my wedding flowers. Isn't this so cute? So I'm gonna put this up on the shelf. I still need to like decide on decor and what I want up on my shelves. There's just so many good bits. And then over here on the piano, this bouquet of like forever roses that I got for Valentine's Day. They're from Royal Flower. They smell so good. I just like the like luxurious vibe of them. So I have them up there. And then my candelabra, my candle snuffer. Over here I have this book that's not actually a book and it makes me cry when I read it. Isn't it so beautiful? So I got this as a gift for my grandfather when I was just like a toddler, and it's just like this beautiful poem about like when I'm grown and on my own, when visits become rare, I won't forget the love I got when grandpa didn't care. Oh, I'm gonna cry. I was very close with my grandfather and he died. There, it's gonna go on my piano. It fits the vibe perfectly, right? I'm gonna cry. Oh my gosh. Really happy with all that. I did also get a cart. I'm standing on a treadmill. I did also get a cart and I'm trying to decide if I'm going to make a TBR cart or what I'm gonna do. Should I keep bookbinding supplies on it? I don't know, because I got a bunch of stuff. I went to the thrift store yesterday, and my poor wife, I had actually been talking with my library about printing my fan fictions that I want to bind, not mine, other people's fan fictions that I want to bind into books. And it costs 20 cents a page, and it just feels like a lot of money. So I had looked at getting a printer, seemed expensive. I looked at buying one secondhand on Marketplace. They were all like $50+. And I need like a duplex printer, it's called, where it prints on both sides without me needing to like print one at a time, you know, takes the time. And then yesterday at the thrift store, I came across this Canon Pixma printer. It's $160 new on Amazon, and I got it for $12.99, and the ink was on sale for the color and black and white ink, which I only need black and white for this print job. I don't know, it seemed worth it, so now I need to find where I'm going to put a printer. And I also thrifted 2 books yesterday. I told myself that if I ever found a Kristen Hanna book at the thrift store, I would buy it. I've heard really great things about The Nightingale. I hear that it's also absolutely like heartbreaking. I really liked The Women by Kristen Hanna. I read it last year for a book club that I joined that then never met. It never took off. So I read it for that book club, and I did get really, really mad because maybe this is a spoiler, but there is no trigger warning for the book at all. There's no trigger warnings, I think, because maybe some people think they're spoilers. I am someone who believes that if there's triggering content, there should be trigger warnings, because I ended up being extremely triggered by a miscarriage that happens in the book as someone who's had multiple losses. Reading it from a place of not being prepared and not even knowing about it and it just happening was not good. So I will say that. I enjoyed the book, but books are expensive, guys. I wouldn't go out of my way to buy another Kristen Hanna book full price. Like, this one was $32.50 Canadian, but I got it for $6.99. I found it at the thrift store, perfect condition. I don't even think anyone has ever read this. I don't think they have. That was a good find. And then I also found this, I think, special edition with sprayed edges of Assistant to the Villain, which I know is a like funny fantasy romance book. I've heard amazing things about this book, and I've always wanted it. I just haven't picked it up, and I ended up getting it for $5.99. Good little thrift haul yesterday between the printer and these. I would say we're gonna bind in this video, but we're probably not. So Spiral, this was a really highly anticipated book for me. I saw the cover, saw the ballerina. As someone who loves dance, I thought, I need to read this. It's slow going. I feel like there's no plot. Not really romancing for me. There's fake dating. I thought I looked cute. I had won a bet with my wife, and my reward was getting a book, and I bought this, and I kind of been wishing I bought something else, just because I've been reading this for 2.5 weeks, at least, maybe 3 weeks, and a book this small taking me that long to get through is a bad sign. My wife keeps telling me that I should just give up and read something else that I'm going to enjoy, but I have trouble DNFing, especially when I'm that far into something, and I haven't actually read much in February, so I'm gonna make myself read this. The goal is to finish reading it tonight. I decided to do my first page in a reading journal. I've never done a reading journal. There's still the stickers on it. Anyway, I came up with a book bingo page, some drawing courtesy of my toddler when I tried to do it around him. So this is some goals. I think that we can probably already cross some of these off. It's February, so I felt like it's a fine time to start a reading journal, right? But this will be my 2025 card. Here's what I'm thinking. Kids are still napping, so I'm sitting down to work on my second book. This is the first book that I'm writing by myself. It is a fantasy. It's going to be a sapphic fantasy. That is what I will say about it so far, because I don't have much more. I severely underestimated how much world building I would want to have done before actually writing a single word. I found this list on, I think, TikTok, and it was like how to make a world in 30 days, because this is obviously set not in our world. I need a magic system, I need world building, I need a culture, I need my characters. Like, there's so much more than just like the character development story that I have already worked out in my head, that I had as an idea and thought, I want to make this a book. There's a lot of stuff that goes into world building, and I'm sure I could just sit down and start writing that story that I have in my mind, but I feel like I would have a lot of plot holes and a lot of holes in the magic system, and the world wouldn't be as well built. So I also heard this quote that you should touch your book, not necessarily write something, but you should at least read it, go over it, think about it every single day, even weekends. So I took that list of like 30 things, and I'm just gonna keep picking away at it. So yesterday I did terrain type, climate, weather, seasons, water sources, and decided that I'm not gonna make a map. So today, I don't know, maybe I think natural resources and unique landmarks and settlements. Let's do that. Let's do those, and maybe transportation trade. I don't know. We're gonna pick a few and just like have some fun. Let's get writing. Just had a thought about my magic system, so I'm gonna actually sidetrack the whole situation I was working on and make some notes about that. The magic system is what I'm having the most trouble with, like differentiating it and like making it my own. I don't want it to be like everything else that I've read. You know what I mean. I want it to be different. So writing is not something that comes easy to me. It's something that I really enjoy, but it is not something that I would say that I am good at without trying. It's not like some natural talent I have, but I hope that it's a like skill that I can hone, you know? Because I've always loved writing, but I've never said I'm a good writer. I've never claimed that. I am not good with grammar. I am not great at spelling. I just really like to daydream and tell stories. Tiny bit later, and I worked on transportation and trade routes. Bullet journal update. So I made this little sticker page and I love it, but then I made this of my goals and I've rigged up the envelope so many times, so we're gonna fix it. We're gonna make an envelope and glue it in here because I hate it that much. This is gonna be my bookshelf for the year. Maybe we're gonna start with the January books in here, fill it in, write in, you know, the little full name of every book. This is going to be my books of the year. And then my book bingo that I showed you is already done. So this is just picking away at it last night. There's a lot of things to be done, obviously. This would have been so cute. So I'm gonna make the envelope bigger and like glue it in, you know what I mean? I finished Spiral and my kids are still up at 9 something p.m. I don't know what is up with their sleep. I have a feeling that they don't need a nap anymore. And if that is true, pray for me because I need nap time. I haven't formulated thoughts on this yet, but I just didn't enjoy it as much as I thought I would. I think it's because I really don't know if I'm a romance girly. Kids making weird noises, which it's gonna sound really silly saying I'm not a romance girly when I decided that I'm gonna read another romance. Oh my god, she's standing on books. Okay, wait, I said that one of my pet peeves in like a reel, like a short form video, is when male main character is like super tall, like 6'5", I feel like is a common number, and then she's like 4'10", and I feel like this is that exactly. I know she said she's like hobbit size, so. I am currently making 6 loaves of sourdough bread, which is a lot considering I've only ever made one at a time. So I'm currently doing stretch and folds. I have 2 over there that I'm doing. So basically you just pick up the dough and you stretch it and then you fold it down on itself. But all of our neighbors have been doing really nice things for us lately. One did the end of our driveway, one lent us cream. Like, we just love our neighbors. So I am making sourdough bread for everyone. Oh, Mickey Mouse. Update on the bread. I actually made us a jalapeno loaf. I've been struggling with inclusions. They're not really working great for me. Like, see, I got a bit of tunneling there. I don't know. Anyway, this one's actually really good. Besides that little bit of tunneling, it's delicious. Could be a little spicier, but Allie and the kids don't like spice as much as me, so it's probably fine. Here, touching it, is one of the loaves for the neighbors, and then I also made this different shaped loaf for us, and then I have 2 more still cold proofing in the fridge and 1 in the oven. So, baking up a storm. Hey, wants a reading journal update. Okay, first, actually, I don't even think I said I started this. This is Playing Flirty by Shamiz Patel. A romance has not made me this happy in a long time. I'm gonna say something that's a little weird because this is obviously set in our world, but the world building and like the gaming culture, I'm immersed. I am not a gamer. I'm not a video gamer. I'm not a board gamer. I don't play games. We're deep in nerd culture here. Like that's the point of this. The game is on for 2 nerds who love to outplay each other even when their hearts are on the line. I'm kicking my feet, giddy, like loving this book. I mean, it's weird to say that you're really immersed in the culture when it's not a fantasy. I feel like I talk about that a lot in fantasies. This is just so good. I am eating it up to like my bookmark. I thought about sitting down to finish it last night and thought, you know what, I want to save this another day to cherish it because it is just making me so happy, and I've been so low mental health wise lately for no reason. And I think I said I'm just really sad, and this is giving me like that boost of serotonin that I've so desperately needed. And oh my god, I'm just so happy that I picked it up. Onto my reading journal. I accidentally broke the back spine, so unsure what we're gonna do there. I don't know what I showed you last, so I did this little sticker page. Looking cute. I want to get some just like generic stickers because I want to put more stickers. I decided that I'm going to do like my star rating here, like a little like reference guide. Books read. I'm not filling anything in yet. We'll do that later, maybe at the end of February. And then this one is so ugly. That's why I need stickers, guys, because that is so ugly. And you can just see that I did a really bad job mathing the math of this. So book of the year, we'll do bracket style until we get to the end. And then we did book bingo, which you saw. And then the last one that I did last night was a little TBR shelf. So these are, I don't even know how many books. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 books that I'm like, you know what? I really want to read these this year. Some of them are on my TBR, like my actual TBR. Some of these are on Kindle Unlimited, and some of these I'll buy when they come out. Like some new releases this year. So that's where we're at. This is a fun little thing to do in the evenings, you know? Like, I love doing crafty stuff. I went to the Dollarama and I picked up some markers that you're on, and then some like little, they're almost like ballpoint pen style markers, but they're not. Just like cheap little things from the dollar store so I can add some color to my life. My computer died today. That was something that happened. So it's Monday. On Friday I took it into the Apple Genius Bar to see if we could get it working because it just kept crashing and it was super slow. And they said technically there's nothing wrong with it. It just has a mechanical hard drive, so there's like spinning bits and like pieces to it that just wear out over time. So they were like, we might be in early stages of some stuff failing. It'll be like $300 to replace that. Forget, we are just going to get a new computer. So I went and bought a new computer today. My issue is though, guys, like this beast is taking forever to download this new software that it needs to turn on. So almost just lost you. So I'm frustrated there, but that's where we're at. Now I'm gonna go do some cleaning. But if you were wondering at all, like, Sam, you haven't posted in a while. That's why. My computer's just been driving me crazy. We went to a comedy show this weekend and it was really cute. It was really fun, really funny, but there was only 6 people there, including Allie and I. And one of the comedians got on stage and asked, which one of you has the vintage Coach purse? And I said to the room full of 6 people, me, but it's fake. I love this thing, like this purse. Remember the story time? It makes me so happy. Like, I wish this was a real Ergo. I had no clue it was fake when I bought it. I still am not 100% sure it's fake, but I'm like pretty sure. And the girl at the end came to me and was like, I never would have guessed. Like, I'm also on vintage Coach TikTok and that looks real to me. And I said, I know. Screaming, crying, throwing up. This was so good. So this is Playing Flirty by Shamiz Patel. Like I've said, a nerdy little romance. Chef's kiss. This was just so good. I would not change anything about this book. I have read, I think, 16 books so far in 2025, and this might be my favorite. This is one of the only books I've given 5 stars this year. I ate this up. This had me giddy, kicking my feet, blushing. The banter was top tier. The nerd culture was like so interesting, and gamer culture and board game culture, and the friend group was so cute. I just ate this up. I also really enjoyed that it was a fade to black romance, which means there's no spice. I feel like every romance I read these days, if it's not YA, it's spicy. This, fade to black, which means you know something's gonna happen, but it's, or closed door, it can be called. So like, you're not in the room with them getting the details of what's going down. This was cute. I loved this. I enjoyed this. Like, the vibes were just there. The vibes were impeccable. I mean, this made me happy, and that is something that I really want in a book. You know, I want to feel joy. Wait, I also read another book and I didn't tell you. P.S. What do we think of my sweater? This is from the Peace Collective. It's a little like vintage-y. It's not vintage. Ah, cute, right? McDonald's. So fun. I went to a parent talk class this morning and I thought, like, this is the vibe. I love it. So what else did I read and not tell you? Well, we're in my kitchen because this will make sense. So I actually listened to a book. I was browsing Libby and I saw that Yellowface was available. So super popular book. It's lit fic. It's about an author whose frenemy, I would describe her as, dies. She steals her work in progress, publishes it as her own, and we're kind of on this like spiral with her. I've been meaning to read it for a long time, so much so that I think I got it out of the library 2 times and then just never got around to it. Solid was available on Libby, which is my local library, and I have been like doing a lot of house stuff, a lot of cleaning, a lot of odd jobs, a lot of just fixing up the house, just cleaning and that kind of stuff. So I needed something to listen to. So I thought, let's give it a try. And oh my gosh, it reads so well as an audiobook. I was pleasantly surprised because we have this unreliable narrator like telling us her side of the story. Like, we're just hearing what she thinks is happening. It was almost like a journal kind of, and it read really well as like you're just listening to someone tell you their story, telling you their story and like their interpretation of the events that have happened. And it just read really well as an audiobook. So it was really enjoyable. I was able to listen to it so fast because I was very engrossed in it. The author is just such a talented writer. I ate it up. I gave it 4 stars. I see why it is so popular, and I just thought it was really interesting. So I am enjoying reading things that are a little bit different right now, you know, from what I typically read. I'm a big romantic-y reader, you know, and typically thrillers. But I just needed to step back and try reading a few different things. I'm the kind of reader that either I'm going to be like binging romantic-y series or thriller books, like binging them, or I go, I don't think I ever want to read those again. I do, but not for me. I want to read something completely different. I do read all over the genre map. Like, all kinds of books spark joy for me. There's not that much that I won't read. Anyway, it was really good, and I was gonna make a coffee, and instead I just yapped. And that's where I'm gonna leave today's video. So thanks for watching. I am so excited to do my bookbinding. There's gonna be a whole dedicated video, I've decided. Stay tuned for that and another reading vlog soon. Bye.